A few things Congress is currently doing right now to help out low-income individuals. And yes, believe it or not, they actually are working on a few things. So let's get into it and go through the list as well as a few other updates. But really quickly, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I'm back each and every day to help you out in any way that I can. Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. Let's get into it and go through the list of what Congress is actually doing to help out low income. So in the state of Arizona, they're currently working right now to approve $36 million of funding to help out low income individuals with utilities over the coming months. So if you're in the state of Arizona, pay attention to this so that you can grab your share of that $36 million to help you out with utilities. I know it's not exciting, I know it's not like a cash payment, but you know what? If you can get somebody else to help you out with your utilities during this time, that just means any money that you don't need to pay on heating or electric or anything else like that, that's money that you can use on other things that you need. Food, groceries, gas in your car, anything else that you want. So pay attention to that. Also, a coalition of 36 senators is pushing on the administration right now to approve additional federal funding for the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, as represented by the acronym LIHEAP. Some of you in this community are probably aware of this program. We've talked about it a couple times over the course of the last year and a half or so. I haven't talked about it in many, many months now, but this is a program out there to help out low-income individuals and households with your utilities going forward. This group of 36 senators is basically calling on the administration to help out low-income individuals by funding this program simply because of the rising prices of energy going into the cooler months. In fact, I just talked about this later last week. A few days ago, I talked about the rising prices of energy. Let me quickly run through these numbers. It's shocking to see what we're going to be dealing with. So I'll make this really quick here. So going into the winter months here, propane is expected to be up 54%. Natural gas, 30%. Electricity, 6%. So yeah, as you can see here, over the coming months here into the cooler months, it is going to cost us significantly more to heat our homes. Therefore, that is why this coalition of 36 senators is reaching out to the administration saying, hey, you've got to offer some additional federal funds for the LIHEAP program to help out these low-income individuals and households. Now, one quick thing, if you're not aware of what this program is, again, Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, feel free to check it out. So typically, here's how it works. Usually they get an allotment of money. Whatever that allotment is, they basically get an allotment of money, and that is supposed to last them the entire year. Well, typically, if you've ever looked into this program, the money runs out really quickly, right? So they're usually out of money relatively quickly throughout the portion of the year, and then that's it. You got to tread water on your own. Well, that's why this coalition of senators is coming out saying, hey, you got to throw some more federal funds into this program, get some people the relief that they need now, allow them to apply for the program and get them hooked up now, because the problem is, when we're halfway through winter or we start hitting, December, January, the coolest months of the year, it's going to be too little too late once again. So let's get this hooked up now. Let's get people covered so that they can cover all of their bills. So if you have not looked into this program, you might want to look into it. Again, LIHEAP, otherwise known as Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. So it's a nationwide program. You can check it out right there, and you may just be able to get some help with your utilities. And again, as of this recording right here, right now, which is mid-October, they may still be out of money, but if this actually goes through, where they do get more federal funds to help them out, they may get a little reboost, like a little refill of money, right? So kind of be on your toes with that and watch for it, and maybe you can get some help there with utilities once again. And if I see any other updates, of course, I'll bring those to you and make sure that you can grab some of that, when we get more updates on it, if they actually do give some more funding on that. One more thing with that, I want to throw this quick note out there. I just noticed earlier this morning, crude oil, hit a new 7-year high that we haven't seen in, obviously, 7 years, $83 a barrel. So once again, as we're talking about energy right here, we're going to be paying even more at the gas station and the gas pump to fill up our cars because oil continues to move higher, and that translates into higher gas prices at the pump. Well, as of last week, the national average for 1 gallon of gas was $3.27. So I'd imagine this week it's probably going to tick up even higher higher than that, considering oil is at 7-year highs, right? So yeah, the last thing that we want to hear right now is another expense banging at our wallets every week, right? So not fun, right? So anyway, we've got to continue watching all this stuff because it's so highly correlated. Everything is highly, highly correlated during this time. Another note, I came across this over the weekend. I thought this was super interesting. I'm sharing it with you simply because it's really, really interesting. In the United States, well, I'll throw in Europe as well. They have Europe lumped into this. I'll kind of extract that out here in just a second. But between the United States and Europe, we have $2.7 trillion in cash sitting in savings. How about you? How many of that trillions do you have? By the way, please don't leave any numbers down below. I'm not asking like as a real question. I'm just saying, I'm pretty much guessing that most people in this community, all of us here, probably don't really contribute a whole lot to the $2.7 trillion of savings that people have stuck away. Now, with that 2.7 trillion, Europe makes up 400 billion of that, and the United States makes up $2.3 trillion of that total lump sum that apparently Americans have stuck aside right now as far as savings, possibly anticipating another 2020 type event where everybody needs some extra cash. So some economists out there right now are basically saying, yep, it's only a matter of time until all the Americans come back and flood the economy with this $2.3 trillion. And then there's other economists that are basically saying, yeah, good luck, it's not happening. People are going to sit on this money because they're kind of sitting with the anticipation of maybe there's going to be another 2020 type event come down, and we want a little bit of cash to lean back on. So all this money that many people are thinking may flood into the economy all of a sudden one day, like a light switch will be flipped, and all of a sudden this money's going to flow in. It's not really probably going to be that way, right? But anyway, so with that being said, those are some interesting updates that I came up with, and I wanted to share with you, especially those ones about the energy credits. By the way, you got to pay attention to this stuff. Well, first off, I want to say this much. I'll do the research for you, but maybe just kind of keep an eye on this stuff just in case I happen to miss it. Maybe I will. I'm guessing I probably won't, considering the amount of research that I do every single day. But I wanted to bring that to you just in the event that they do actually give some more federal funding for the LIHEAP program. You can grab that. And like I said at the beginning of the video, in reference to Arizona, in the event that they do get that money out there, even if you don't really care about utility assistance, here's the thing. If you can get somebody else to help you out with your utilities, somebody else to help you pay your bills, like this program I've been talking about, or some kind of federal government program, something like that, that just means more money in your pocket at the end of the month, or that you can spend on other things simply because you're not spending $100 or $50 or $80, whatever it is, for your utilities, right? So that's why I'm saying, if you can get it, if you can qualify for it, and you can get some of that money, grab it, because that just means that's less money that you need to spend on heating, electricity, gas, whatever it happens to be, your normal utility bills, things like that. And you can put that money into other things that you actually need, like food and groceries and gas and whatever else you need. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. It just basically what I'm saying is it frees up cash for other things that you may need right now, right? So anyway, Congress is back in session. They're going to be working, we hope, anyway. They're going to be doing something, but this is what's out there right now. I'm going to continue watching everything closely, and of course, we'll continue doing whatever we possibly can to get their attention for additional stimulus checks and or permanent raises to benefits or any other kind of relief that we can get out of them during this time. But once again, we're kind of getting into this time where we're right down to the wire on the stimulus package. We've got all this other updates going on right now. We have all these things coming out right now, and we need to do whatever we possibly can to remind Congress, especially before they leave for the holidays. Yep, that's coming up here over the next month or so. They're going to be leaving again for the holidays. We've got to make sure that we remind them, hey, before you guys leave and go have a bunch of fun, buying all the gifts you could ever possibly dream of, maybe look out for the low-income people. Maybe look out for the fixed-income people. Maybe those individuals who are really being hurt right now with everything going on. So that's kind of our mission here on the channel, is to just make sure that we are continuing to be advocates for you in any way that we can be, and ultimately get all of the money and benefits that you're possibly eligible to receive. So again, hope this helps you out. Enjoy your day. I'll be back later with another video and more updates. But thanks again for your support. Subscribe down below, and I promise you I'll continue to be here for you each and every day to help out in any way that I can with all of the research and everything that I'm finding. I'll be right here delivering it to you in these short videos. So thanks again. Go back and check out some other videos right here on the channel, and I'll catch you again later.